Was not a fan of Companion Core before. I feel like you need too much to go right. The early game is awful because you don't have space for anything. Finding the things that make the Momosaur comp work isn't easy. You are able to pick up bronze batteries with B1, B2, but even just finding like Momosaur plus fiber optics is kind of hard, especially if you have early losses. The ballista stuff hasn't felt like it's strong enough. Like, I feel like the main reason to play Companion Core would be, like, Firepower Flamethrower. And even that. I don't know how you even make Firepower Flamethrower fast enough with missiles at 4 seconds, Aiden at 4 seconds. It's just so hard to speed up Companion Core. What is this? Bronze items, bronze skills. Pretty sure we just take 10 gold. Small and large items. Buys your medium items at +2 value. So what? I do really want to have a friend. This could just be 4 gold. It's always just small items, because there's no large bronze items in Dooley's pool. What do I want on day 1 as Dooley here?
I pay well for mid-sized things.
Okay, we get the random friend. Let's buy both of these.
And that's our
Almost certainly losing day 1. Maybe? This does something, this does something. Skill does something. Nice. B1, B2, everything up.
Smart shoppers buy vintage. New is for suckers.
Hey, Ladrian. How's it going? Okay, so we don't get XP on day 1. We get a skill. Strength is great. Maybe we're not losing day 1 now. I think we still position this way. Stop critting! Okay. That's scary. No, that one didn't crit. The pet rock and the barrel. 10% crit chance. Yeah. 18 on the rock. They positioned it wrong. But it didn't matter. An earthquake at midnight. Ugh. Still no XP. This is a bunch of gold. It's 5 weapon damage. Rather find like a right-handed. Find the right-handed.
That up.
Okay.
Maybe I'm getting better at this.
There's first XP. We should be strong enough for this. I really just happen to be playing him. I'm just cycling through the heroes. I don't really like any of the characters right now. Like, Vanessa feels the strongest, but the games are kind of monotonous. Dooley feels the weakest, though Isocoric Freezer is a messed up item. Okay, so we have managed to level. I don't need B1, B2 here.
Come with no weapons?
Let's try to find railgun items. I don't think these are things that matter. I could play a Wallace for now. Power Sander much worse without duct tape.
I can feel our energies resonating.
Consideration of Freezer should be reasonably easy to balance at least. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's only kind of okay right now because it gives Dooley play into things that he would otherwise have a lot of trouble dealing with. Like, Dooley's big weakness right now is that he doesn't really get his first activations until, like, 4 seconds into the fight. And Isocoric Freezer bullies the comps that are activating quickly before 4 seconds. Like, if that's its purpose, it is fulfilling its purpose. So I could just play Repair Bot if I need to. Having the most fun on Pig. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I don't know. Nothing's really stood out as all that fun this patch. Pig's back to the mid-game hell, where he's not even getting saved by an enchantment fast enough. Like, level 10 just comes so slow. Levels being slower makes it a lot harder to play the max HP comps. All of his pivots are like 2 turns later than they used to be. Yeah, the tedium is rough too. Small items Pig sometimes feels like a worse version of Dooley. Yeah, sometimes. Aiden's cool. But I'd rather Aiden than the Wallace. Banjo bandages. It's just a bronze. Damage isn't terrible. Some more crits. It's close. Did get there. Yeah, I like the Matchbox stuff on Pig. I just feel like I never get a Matchbox. I feel like the new starts are kind of annoying on Pig too. Don't have very much gold to play with. Random skills on Pig are so bad that all the starts that have skills just feel like shit. Eat at Finn's to get max health. It feels like Pig gets the worst out of the crate skills too. And the crate skills are such a big source of random power spikes because they have monster skills in them. I mean, this can't be Railgun, but it can be the light bulb. But
My food is gonna make you unstoppable.
buff up the Aiden.
I would spar with you, but this leg. Oof. Go make some more stories, then come back and tell me.
The wrong one again. Keep getting the wrong one. I feel like every Dooley game where I've been looking for Railgun, I get offered Kinetic Cannon first. That used to be better before the Crescendo nerf. Oh, with Matchbox and Yo-Yo stuff. Yeah. It's even worth playing. Yeah. You take this because it's a 4-second attack. I'd rather just have the gold. None of the drops here matter. Should throw this on the Aiden.
I've got a lot of work to do, but this'll be fun! Ha! Power outage!
Ring would be great. Sad. Ways to improve crit chance compared to the other characters. I mean, there's a few things that make Vanessa good. Her skill pool is pretty solid. B1, B2 is so good for just getting your weapons from bronze to silver. That upgrade tends to be really important. Like, it's really easy to present a board of full silvers on day 2. Yeah, honestly, I think the biggest thing is Vanessa was already good. The other characters all got nerfed, and B1, B2 is disproportionately strong for Vanessa. Yeah, that too. You can play ammo, never pivot, and still... Not necessarily a guaranteed 10 wins, but it's a consistent route to 7 at least. And there are pivots available to get to 10 if you find the powder keg. I do want to upgrade this,
Don't
but...
let my youth worry. The guys who trained me were very old. We're taking this out. Goes on the crit core. You've learned all you can from me. See Argenta. She's wonderful.
Or not. We just do this for now. I could... this could be large items. Yeah, I gotta go here.
Right. Back. I've got 4 legs because I carry this company. Happy to exploit you. I mean help you.
Tech item... I guess we're just playing Repair Bot again. Oh, but yeah, it's definitely a mix of things. It's also the early weapons are stronger than they used to be. It's easier to upgrade the early weapons because of B1, B2. A lot of factors have come together to make early weapon burst hard to deal with. Let's throw this over here. It's not going to do much later anyway. I really hate my board, but it's what we have.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
Okay.
Myself and I still lost.
Toxic Fang, definitely the MVP of the board. Good damage out of the Arc Blaster, too. Can't really play Force Field. Okay, I do want the Light Bulb eventually. Not gonna bother upgrading the Copper Red. I hope we beat this. I think we beat this. Instead of Repair Bot, I could play more damage. Yeah, if Bob was gonna stop that, it would have just been people didn't explore other things and just kept playing Bob. But the pig board people settled on last patch was better than the Bob boards. Well, pretty sure we beat this comfortably. That was not close. Xerper still lives while Bob is nowhere. I like Nitro. He'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back.
My training is about letting go of what holds you down. Think you're ready for that? You seem
Happy
like
enough with Kenai,
you had a break.
given the crit core. I think I'm chocolating. Obsidian's really good. All the damage enchants are really good. Enchants are just crazy the last couple patches. It seems by design, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like I've been saying for a while, I feel like the game is in the best space when CC effects are the best things to be doing. Which, in turn, I feel like I preferred the state when the slow and haste enchants were the best enchants, but I don't know. I feel like when win conditions get too good, that it kind of suffocates everything. makes you want to play the specific win conditions that are good a bit too much. Though maybe the counter argument there is enchants are unreliable enough, and because they're so strong, they can go on such a wide variety of items that it doesn't matter.
You don't have time not to buy this.
Shop can have railgun, right? It does not. This is better than Hamlet. We have no good poison build. No character has a good poison build. Yeah, Monolith is not really something that scales well into the late game, ever since they nerfed Companion Core. Even before they nerfed Companion Core, Monster Lizard wasn't really much of a late game powerhouse. Yeah.
I paint my ship red, but I
Hard to beat that board. They got lifesteal, they got haste, they got damage. Core is this? It's crit core. So if I roll 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you could sell the Fang too. A. Now the railgun does kind of suck right now, but that's okay. Well, I do want to bulb it, but I guess bulbing it is core speed too. This is the earliest I've had a railgun all patch. I hope that it is good enough. The best loot item. Maybe Feather's better, but one of the best loot items. So I gotta find a battery and an Isochoric freezer.
Respect nature, and nature will.
Yeah, LEDs is a tech item.
Skill eat ya.
Rigged is great.
All beasties are eatable, even the slimy ones.
My fight isn't.
Yeah, everything on the board right now is a tech
but
item.
if you insist. got another salvo in me.
Clean. Take the gold. Still looking for items. Chrono Barrier waiting room. Can this board still play Chrono Barrier? What enchant do I want to get? I want to enchant the railgun with basically anything. That is one of the nice things about the railgun board, is if you get a sustain item, then you have a sustaining railgun. If you get a damage item, or a damage enchant, you get a damaging railgun. Very few misses. Even the haste and slow enchants give a lot of value. I appear to have an inventory bug. So Xmas character feels pretty much the same as they did last patch, but everything's slightly less consistent put together early. Yeah, I generally agree. It doesn't feel like there was a whole lot that changed this patch, other than, like, macro game stuff. The comps everyone's aiming for are pretty similar. Dooley's late games have 2 freezers, duping the one from the start with hammer. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Not on a bingo card of good items to dupe, but it does make sense. Hopefully we can find a freezer. That's really good. Day 6. He's gonna show me a bunch of silver skills.
I do not teach. I help you discover for yourself.
Don't hate it.
I have seen such talent once before, and it bloomed into a deer.
There's no medium items I'm looking for. I don't really have bronzes. I guess we could get schematics.
What can I get you?
Or a scrap.
You leave it behind, someone else finds it. It all works out.
There's tech, you can get dupes from schematics. True. Cursed run, tried to do Vanessa poison, because trading feels +9 poison. Managed 5, yeah. The poison boards don't look very playable to me. Kinda like stop that. I've liked it more in the past. I feel like there's too many comps that are just one-shotting you from full, but...
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
I don't hate stop that. Big numbers, good. Your best poison build was a Cove start. Poison boards they try to give you are just bait. What's wrong with you? You get more wins on poison than you do weapons? Yeah, I don't know. I tried one poison board this patch, and it fizzled out at 6 wins. The poison boards that I run into look like they are just free with no matter what comp I'm playing. The ones that are scary are the ones that like hit multiple early enchants. Or have crazy monster skills. Like, when I'm losing to poison, it's never the poison items that are beating me. It's the combination of crazy skills and enchants. 9% thruster. I think I'd rather play GPU. Nitro itself is faster.
You're listening to your needs. That's good.
Best poison boards are the one where you skip Puffer. By skip Puffer, do you mean you're just playing weapons with a poison enchant? Because I'd agree with that. Poison enchants can be okay.
Have at least a grain of wisdom, since you have come to me.
This is what, 5% crit? This is 4% crit on everything? Also a slight amount of damage. Does the core's crit itself go up? No. Oh wait, yes. This and items to the right. So it's 5%, it's 1% more crit on the railgun, 1% more crit on the crit core, but Arc Blaster and Nitro don't get extra crit. And I also get 10 extra damage on the core. We could also just roll, but I think I'm happy enough to take the crit. It's nice having Vanessa be good this patch. I don't know. She was pretty good last patch.
You've just taken the first step toward good
Still
taste.
fishing for the battery.
You're a smart one.
Also that one. Just gonna chocolate here. I massacred my boy Railgun. Yeah. I mean, the Railgun itself's a lot worse, but the support item is pretty nuts. One win, no life pig. I don't know if I should be scared. Okay, they're playing like a day 5 board. So they have rigged. They have 16 income. Just no crit chance anywhere. 20% crit chance on the dog. Still have no scaling. What do you mean still have no scaling? What do you think this comp is? What scaling do you think I have access to? I'm playing Railgun. There is no scaling. Yeah, that's all you get. You get crit, you get enchants, and maybe if you're lucky, you high roll a skill.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight.
Double damage Uzi. Oh boy.
Bazaar is not kind to the weaponless.
Yeah, like you're just a burst comp that doesn't even really have all that great of a burst plan. We could take shield on the railgun. I think I'd just be happy with that. It keeps my clock slow, but it also makes me very hard to kill. And a slow clock with Isocoric Freezer is not the end of the world.
Experience is treasure. I will share mine with
What? What is this poison shop?
Care little for gold. Your enlightenment is my reward.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. Like my crew says at the bar, another round!
Well, they tried. Yeah, you can get sharp corners. It's a little bit of scaling. Very little. Especially with this not even being multicast. It's basically no scaling. Usually if you're getting scaling, it's like firepower is doing it.
Hope you packed a change of clothes, because you're gonna get dirty.
I will take the 32 gold.
Who were the people who left these things behind?
That is a sick dig site item. If only I wasn't already committed to a comp. Plus 9 per hit on diamond. Yeah. On our 430 item. And you probably wouldn't be getting it on diamond. It would be silver or gold. Should maybe fish for the railgun upgrade, but I think we beat this. This thing is really scary now. He does so much damage. Isocoric Freezer doesn't do anything in the fight. Shield should be enough. Maybe? Okay. That was... Our clock was faster than I thought. The haste landed well for us, too. This could be double our large item damage. Oh, this could be haste. There's some freezes in there. Let's try to high roll.
Good meet. I mean, good to meet you.
Just landing on railguns, kind of whatever. It's just 4 seconds of total charge, and a lot of it's gonna go on other stuff. I mean, it sure is sharp corners.
You will not die.
Chatter's good.
Makes Ryukon look bad.
We've got the Isocoric Freezer for it. I do want to go Curio for the extra slow, but this levels me for the player fight. Scaling, wow. It's just such a small amount of scaling relative to how much damage the railgun has, but Yeah. It's something. That's nice for the other weapons. Upgrade the LEDs. I don't care about duping the LEDs, right? Seven win Vanessa. Well, let's go Isocoric Freezer. I guess you could upgrade the upgrade hammer and then try to dupe the Isocoric Freezer. Are we losing? Ew. Needed damage, I guess. Gross. You can't upgrade the hammer if you get 2 of the same rarity. You upgraded on 13. Lost to a poison build. Yep, Dooley is pretty unplayable. If you're fighting a board that Isocoric Freezer doesn't solo, you're just not playing a real board, I feel. That has been my experience this patch.
Come on in. Let's chat. Maybe I should lower my prices. My food is gonna make you unstoppable.
Already leveling for the player fight. Let's not risk anything.
How you wish to test your
Not sure why Dooley got nerfed again this patch. If they wanted to nerf early game Railgun, I think that was reasonable. The thing that was crazy was they nerfed late game Railgun, but didn't really change how good early game Railgun was, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, people played late game Railgun Dooley because it was the only thing that he could do. It's not like it was super oppressive. Like, other characters were totally capable of beating all the Dooley boards late game. Getting fiery seaweed day 1 is kind of busted. I believe it. I believe it. Everyone got nerfed this patch? No? Vanessa got buffed. That's what was so crazy about the like relative character power levels of the patch. It was like Vanessa was already not that much worse than Pig. And all of her items either got unchanged or buffed. And the structure of the game favors Vanessa now, too. B1, B2 was a huge Vanessa buff. Okay. We have a wing. I'm guessing that goes on Railgun. Yeah, that's what I mean by structural buffs that are good for Vanessa. But like her items didn't really get nerfed. Like Cannon got buffed, Catfish got buffed. Like a bunch of irrelevant stuff got buffed. The stuff that was good last patch on Vanessa is still good this patch. Yeah, actually, nothing on this character got nerfed. Pig is #1 late game. Yeah. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. It's just his mid game is scuffed, and it takes longer to get your enchant. The early game can be a bit spooky too. Alright, another Dooley. We beat those. Like, Vanessa probably has... I think Vanessa's late game, when it all comes together, is better. Like, I think the Powder Keg build is probably the strongest build overall. But usually you're not going to get all the pieces. Like, you're not going to find the freezes. You're not going to find enough crit to make Powder Keg good. Like, the average board that Pig can get together on, like, day 12, day 13 is better than the average board Vanessa can get together on day 13, 14. It's easier to get 10 on Pig after losing mid-game. It's also easier to get, like, 3 on Pig. Because you just die before getting your enchant. Or, like, you get your enchant, you miss, and then rip. Or you just, like, don't find a pivot. Like, I had that happen once or twice this patch.
Well, howdy, hero. Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
Okay, what do we got here?
My rusty circuits to see that find a home.
Never playing an Icicle, am I?
This is tragedy.
Just creeps
We
my speed
use
too much.
everything. That's been sitting there 20
So I guess you could argue that if your lose condition is just having your Icicorp freeze erased, maybe you do play Icicle.
Well, you doing your part to clean
Because
up
it does let Freezer solo those boards.
trash is trash.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pivots that just don't work if you find them too late on Pig. Because, like, you need those customer card buffs, so you need that time to scale the gym. Gym is not that good. It's a late game pivot. You kind of just need that density of possible late game pivots. Like, if you see a gym day 2, day 3, it's worth doing. If you see it day 5, it's probably not pickable.
I would never debase my wares by haggling. Ugh. Buyer's remorse never. Be remorseless.
Requires Diamond Phonograph. Maybe. I guess it is harder to play with Balcony now. There was that redundancy before. Maybe Balcony is just too slow. Alias. Try fiber optic. I have not been offered a fiber optics in any of my Dooley games. I've seen it on opponents' boards, but as far as I can tell, that item does not exist. In a lot of cases, Drum is better than Gym. They're good in very different spots. Like, when you're playing Gym with, like, Atlatl Caltrops or Atlatl Yo-Yo. Drum tends to be less good on those boards. You want to be playing more weapons.
I am not prideful. I simply acknowledge the fact of my
That's a good one.
greatness. Orin had a saying, power is wisdom. Something like that.
upset.
Have we met? Are we meeting?
Hello, old friend. Pleased to meet
Turbo. That helps.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is highly concentrated. Oh, I understand. Class isn't for everyone.
Give me a feather. Gold upgrade hammer. I think I do upgrade that one to try to double isochoric. I don't know. The ammo, go for clock. Is 5 ammo enough for me to want to go for clock? You also don't really want to play clock with isochoric. Doing 3 ammo, silver clock, only hitting a ramrod. Yeah, I mean, just because it happened once does not mean their board was better for trying. Battery is probably an upgrade. I mean, yeah, this GPU is terrible. Maybe something enchanted.
Pretty scary. You might want smart.
Not that.
I hope you come back in one piece.
I'll say one issue that battery has is our damage is so low that we do run out of battery ammo. It is a pretty scuffed board for battery.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Please haste the freezer.
I could see you're going places.
Okay, that wasn't close. It's fine. It's fine. This has also been part of my pig experience, where just like you play Crook, don't hit the good enchants, and then death awaits. Lion Cane is so much worse this patch because it's hard to get HP up, with levels being harder to come by.
The smaller the portions, the finer the meal. You want to buy that? I mean, excellent choice.
Is this creature challenging me? I got plenty in
Yeah, I didn't hate Crook when diamond skills were, when the pool was small. Max value. Because the Crook into cash deposits line was pretty good. Also, Caltrop was a much better item that patch. Eclipse's tech. It's a 15-second cooldown, 3-space tech. It sure is. It sure is. Just more crit to make crit core better. Uses all items. Yup. As long as I cut 3 other items. That Bazaar or Varamir. Neither of them have a new freeze skill for me. Because you can't get crit freeze on Dooley, right? Can make, anyway, 3 attacks with Railgun at half HP. Yeah, you just have to grief the rest of your board to get 1 extra Railgun attack at half HP.
Strike on, strike once.
Look, I am the biggest fan of playing the Eclipse. But it's definitely trolling here. There's no way. Can we do better? I already have Keen Eye. It's just 9%. I'm already getting crit scaling with the light bulb.
And now you know how to damn.
This gets me a level. This is 1 in a million at Juggler. Give me the level. Oh, yeah, we can actually use this. True, true. Expected. Feather? Nope. So this doesn't get us an extra level before our last fight, so we might be upgrading this Insect Wing. Probably not. We just leveled Freezer, right?
People here look so vulnerable.
Yeah.
You don't like my armor? I tried my best.
Well, final boss. Can we defeat the pig? Is it ever ammo plus haste pod over GPU? I don't think so. I think our haste up time is pretty good between Crit Core, Cosmic Wind. The extra tech item to charge the railgun feels significant as well. Is the same reason why like Metronome I think is bait on these boards.
Boring.
Be Nitro over GPU. I'd be more down for that if we didn't have Turbo on the core. Hasting the core is just kind of big here. Well, we found the Crook boards. We beat those.
That was impressive.
We sure do beat those. So we beat the boards that couldn't beat an Isochoric Freezer. We lost to Pufferfish and Radiant. The board that does not care about Freezer, and the board that does not care about Freezer. 8 skills on day 13. Yeah, it's not that crazy. You don't really get that many skills anymore. A lot of our skills here came from monsters. This is a monster skill. This is a monster skill. This was monster merchant. I think we took 2 or 3 skill shops. You just don't always get those offered. Pig often doesn't want to take them because you just want to go shopping for items. And pig skills tend to be pretty bad. It also beats fixer boards. Yeah. Well, probably. We did lose a game yesterday to a fixer board that just had a random caltrops on it. Though I think this board would probably beat that. We have enough damage in the railgun. We're not power drilling. Main issues Vanessa ammo. I think we're okay into the ammo build with the shield and the freezer. Poison's rough if they have defense. Like, we just don't crack through defense very well. Our damage is really bad. Wowee. I'll touch some Psycho gameplay. It was Fixer-Upper, Sub-Scraper, and then Sharp Corners, Shielded Caltrops. The drill promptly killed itself. All their freezable items were freezed, though. They never got to activate their items. They just didn't need to. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. When we get back, I guess we'll play Pig. Hope you guys stick around.